give some guidance on this?
An out-of-the-box idea to help Israelis and Palestinians get past 3,000 years of arguments. Not a bad idea. Here's an out-of-the-box idea. Why don't they choose? Why don't they choose without fear of being harmed, without fear of being reduced? Israel and Palestine can easily coexist without having to bring into the coexistence all of past harms or past perceived harms. But of course, it's simply a question of, do you choose to? Do you choose to recognize that as a Palestinian, the Israeli is no different than you? That though there may be a different perspective of religion, a different perspective of how they live, they're no different than you. And to you as an Israeli, are you willing to choose to recognize that a Palestinian is no different than you? And that you are both humans? And that coexistence is simply a willingness to share the same space? If they choose to do that, they could create a third country. Not Israel, not Palestine, but something that would include both. And then, of course, they'd argue over the name, but we would suggest that basically they could call it something like Pan is, or is Pan. How's that?
That's great.
Let's face it. As long as Israel exists and Palestine exists, there will always be conflict. So eliminate Israel, eliminate Palestine. Create a third country, one in which all are equal, regardless of heritage. You see? Or religion.
Thank you.
We thank you, dear friend.